Guys, here at OSMPTXGA.com. This is the Hitachi XGA projector. Here's the CP-X275 series multimedia mobile LCD projector, of course, with the XGA resolution, which is currently the highest resolution you can get out of a mobile projector in today's standards. So this is one of a pretty high resolution projector. It has a around 1,800 lumens brightness, so it's fairly bright in today's standards as well. This is something that came out. Again, it's something that's a little bit more dated than what you could probably find in stores of today, but it still is relevant in terms of resolution and the capabilities to project images in fairly crisp and fairly bright environments. So this device, again, when it came out, it cost $2,500. In today's standards, that's more like around $500. You can find it online. The battery or the actual lamp can last around 2,500 hours, so you're fairly good to go in terms of that. The reasons why you might buy this projector over something that's perhaps new is definitely for its build quality. This projector is made pretty much entirely out of metal and plastic, so the components feel and look a lot more high class than any plastic components you can find in stores of today. In addition, it also has a great system where its standby input keystroke reset are very easy to use, very easy to adjust from different angles and modes, and those are pretty much on par with what you might see today. You have a dedicated on-off switch on the side, and on the front here we have a protection for the lamp, which allows you to turn the lamp on and hide the lamp for protection. Hitachi is one of the brand names that are used in the government school system, so they are one of the more devices, brand names that won't have any issues in the long run. They are trusted, and it is one of the brand names that are pretty good at making mobile projectors, so that's pretty good. You have an IR remote on front to use your remote control if you want to do that. And on the back, you have access to all the ports, which include your typical VGA ports. You have your 3-pin ports. Now, notably missing, you do have a lot of ports and selections on here, but notably missing is going to be an HDMI port. So this is one of the biggest reasons to not get this projector, because you cannot hook up the Blu-ray system onto this device. But overall, if you just want to project some movies and some DVDs, if you can find this at a bargain, there's no reason why the resolution and the age should scare you away. It's a really good projector. It's bright and it's crisp, and it does the job really nicely. On the back of the projector, you will find access to the different controls, including the leg stand, which allows you to prop the leg up at different angles, so it can sit at a good angle for you to watch movies on your wall or on your side. So right now we have to hook it up to a computer, and it's got Vista running. You can also adjust the lens itself manually to get the resolution and the focus great. It's really easy to focus, and it's really easy to use. The projector also has built-in speakers on the front, so it does project a loudness a bit. It's not the best speaker system, so you will probably have to project external speakers onto this model in particular. But that said, the fan noise is average. It's not too loud, but it's not too quiet either. So let's take a look at in bright conditions. If we have something like Windows Vista projected on a wall, this is the resolution that you're going to get. It's very bright. We have a lot of lights on the floor right now, multiple lights just to make this video easier to capture. But again, it displays things really nicely. The pixels can be all defined, and all the words and letters are in total focus. So this is something that's going to be really nice for watching videos and watching movies. Color saturation is really good. And one of the smaller issues we found with this device is that over time, there is a possibility that white will be pink, so there are some inaccuracies in terms of color saturation, but this is, again, really bright, really vibrant, and color and text comes across as really sharp. So let's turn off the lights and see what you get in a total dark condition by flipping off the switches. So again, the experience is enhanced. Let's take a look at a few images and to tell you what we thought in terms of the actual performance. Is it recommended? Overall, I think it is. So if we wanted to load pictures, we can load a few pictures right now. You can see there's a little bit of pinkness on the bottom, so that's what I'm talking about. But that doesn't really bother the actual performance, which is good. So if we have some images, we can highlight that and view it in a slideshow, and we can see if that works. So there you go. There's some pretty high-resolution images for you to see and to determine if this is a projector for you. Again, things are pretty bright and vibrant. It's very sharp. All the pixels, colors are pretty good. Sometimes, if you look at a screen and compare it to a screen, it's going to be a little bit more violet and pink, once again, than perhaps white. But blacks and depthness comes across as really good. If you're watching videos with a lot of different blacks and tones to a darker tone, perhaps Batman's Darkness Rising or something like that, you will be treated to something pretty special because the projector is bright enough to differentiate between shades of black and shades of gray, which is something that's pretty rare in mobile projectors. That said, again, whites are going to be a little bit weaker, which is ironic on this projector in general. And since this device is so bright, actually, it's better if you use this projector in a larger environment or setting, perhaps a large classroom or a living room instead of a bedroom or some smaller space. And that's because since the projector is so bright, it actually makes the room around you pretty bright, and that makes it a little bit distracting if you're watching a lengthy movie, because it feels like there's some lights turned on when really there isn't. So we wish that sometimes the lumens were actually a little lower for smaller room conditions, which means that this is just going to be a projector for larger conditions and larger gatherings than a small bedroom or something that you keep projecting onto your ceiling as you're falling asleep in your bed. It's not something for that. Overall, though, again, pictures and resolution is very good. There's no stuttering and there's no slowing down as frame rates are being exchanged. So overall, we're pretty impressed with the color and resolution and the sharpness of this device. So let's go out of this and watch a movie or a video to see how that experience can be considered. So right now we have open a YouTube video. You can see how web browsing looks. For example, if we wanted to play something like a brief excerpt from Hard Stairway to Heaven, you can see how video actually looks as it's playing on YouTube. Again, pretty sharp. Of course, the videos on YouTube are not as high resolution as any Blu-ray or any DVD quality, even for that matter. It's pretty good. There's no stuttering in motion at all, and as you can see, if there's any text on the screen, it looks really, really sharp, and there's no problems discerning it at all. So overall, this projector comes highly recommended whether you're watching movies, whether you're watching photos or slideshows or presentations. Anything with a computer or a DVD player will work really nicely with this device. So overall, yes, I think we would recommend this device, especially since in today's standards it's quite inexpensive. Again, you can find it for brand new online for around $500, but if you find it used, if you find a good bargain, you could easily go below $200. And for a resolution and brightness like this device, it's pretty rare to find. So overall, we do recommend the Hitachi XGA resolution CP-X275 multimedia mobile LCD projector. Thanks for watching our brief video review here at OS and PTX.